One evening, have you ever looked at the clock and wondered, where did my whole day go? You woke up with plans, you told yourself today would be productive, you would study, you would work on your goals, you would finally start the things you keep postponing. But somehow, by the end of the day, nothing important was done. The hours disappeared. Social media here, a short video there, a quick break that turned into an hour. And before you knew it, the day was over. You tell yourself, I just need more time. But deep down, you know something else is true. What if the problem isn't that you don't have enough time, but that you never learned how to manage the time you already have? This is the story of a young man who felt like he was wasting his life until a stranger taught him 3 simple rules about time that changed everything. Stay with me until the end. In a busy city filled with noise, traffic, and people constantly rushing somewhere, there lived a 26-year-old man named Daniel. Daniel worked remotely as a graphic designer. From the outside, his life looked comfortable. He worked from home, he had flexible hours, he didn't have a boss standing behind him all day. But Daniel had a secret problem. Every single day felt unproductive. He would wake up late, check his phone, scroll through social media. Just 5 minutes, he would tell himself. But 5 minutes turned into 40. Then breakfast, then a video, then another video. By the time he finally opened his laptop, half the day was already gone. At night, he would lie in bed staring at the ceiling. I had the whole day, so why did I accomplish nothing? The strange thing was this: Daniel wasn't lazy. He had dreams. He wanted to start his own design studio someday. He wanted to learn animation. He wanted to build a portfolio strong enough to work with international clients. But dreams require time, and Daniel felt like time kept slipping through his fingers, like sand falling through an open hand. One afternoon, feeling frustrated, Daniel decided to leave his apartment and go for a walk. He wandered into a quiet park he had never visited before. There were old trees, wooden benches, and very few people. He sat down and opened his phone again, scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Suddenly, a voice beside him said, "You're looking for something you won't find there." Daniel looked up. An older man sat on the bench next to him. He looked calm, relaxed, observant. "What do you mean?" Daniel asked. The old man smiled slightly. "You're searching for motivation in a place designed to steal your attention." Daniel laughed awkwardly. "You sound like you know a lot about that." The man nodded. "I used to waste time exactly the way you do now." Daniel frowned. "How did you know?" The old man pointed gently at Daniel's phone. "Because you've been scrolling for 20 minutes without even realizing it." Daniel quickly locked his screen. The old man pulled a small notebook from his pocket. "Let me show you something," he said. Inside the notebook, he drew 3 simple circles, and under each he wrote 3 words: focus, energy, direction. "These," the old man said, "are the 3 rules that control your time." He pointed to the first circle, focus. He explained, "Time doesn't disappear, attention does." He leaned forward. "Every time you switch tasks, check your phone, open another tab, your brain resets." He drew arrows going in different directions. You think you're working for 3 hours, but in reality, you worked for 30 minutes and got distracted the rest of the time. Daniel nodded slowly. That sounded painfully familiar. "So what should I do?" he asked. The man smiled. "Protect your focus like it's money, because in the modern world, attention is more valuable than time." Then he pointed to the second circle, energy. "Most people think productivity is about discipline," the old man said, "but it's actually about energy." He explained, "When you're tired, even simple tasks feel impossible. When your energy is high, difficult work becomes easy." He wrote 3 words under energy: sleep, movement, breaks. Take care of your body because your mind works inside it. Finally, he pointed to the third circle, direction. This is the one most people ignore. He looked at Daniel carefully. Tell me something. What is the most important thing you want to achieve this year? Daniel hesitated. I want to build my design portfolio. The old man nodded. Good. Now answer this. What did you do today that moved you closer to that goal? Daniel stayed silent. The old man closed his notebook gently. Busyness is not progress. You can be busy all day and still move nowhere. Daniel sat there thinking about those three circles: focus, energy, direction. They seemed simple, too simple, but somehow they made sense. How long did it take you to learn this? Daniel asked. The old man smiled. About 20 years of wasting my life. Daniel laughed. Do you think I can change? The old man stood up slowly. Of course. Then he said something Daniel would never forget. Your future is built from ordinary days. Change your days, and you change your life. That night, Daniel went home and did something he had never done before. He wrote down how he spent his entire day, every hour, every distraction, every wasted moment. The result shocked him. Almost 4 hours on his phone, 2 hours watching random videos, 1 hour switching between tasks. Actual focused work? Less than 2 hours. For the first time, Daniel saw the truth. The problem was never time, it was attention. The next morning, he tried something new. He put his phone in another room, set a timer for 60 minutes, and worked on his portfolio. Just 1 hour, no distractions. That single hour felt more productive than his entire previous day. He repeated it again and again. Within a month, his portfolio had doubled. Within 3 months, he had new clients. Within a year, Daniel launched his own small design studio. Years later, Daniel would often repeat the same lesson to young designers who asked him for advice. Not complicated strategies, just 3 simple rules. Protect your focus, protect your energy, and always work with direction. Because time isn't something you find. Time is something you decide how to use. If this story made you think about how you spend your days, remember this. You don't need more time. You need more attention to the time you already have. And maybe today is the perfect day to start.